And here we are at the bottom of page 3 for section 1.3. So it'll be video 1.3, page 3b. And there's a helpful reminder in the book on page 38 about absolute value. I talk about it in the syllabus and what to do for problem sets, and we mention it in the opening screens, what to do for the next class. But it just cannot hurt you at all to at least skim the information that's in the book. And some of you may really benefit from actually reading the pages in the book prior to doing the practice sets. And I mention that on the yellow sheet. I list the pages that you should read leading up to the practice sets. Okay, if you're having no problem cranking out the practice sets, you really don't need to read all these pages. But just a thought for those of you that are looking for ways that you can get even better or stronger in mathematics. So I'm always suggesting things that you can do to help your experience in your growth in mathematics. Okay, let's finish up with a practice plus. Now remember, a practice plus is like a 2-for-1 deal at the store. Okay, you're basically getting practice in 2 different types of problem all in one. Okay. Whether you think that's a good deal or not, it is great at furthering your thinking skills and mostly being able to observe what they give you and understand what they're asking you to do and being able to split the problem apart. Okay? As we grow in algebra, problems are going to take multiple steps and kind of have multiple parts to them, and this is a great way to kind of get your brain ready for those higher functions of seeing the big picture, being able to break it up into 2 pieces, then bring those pieces back together. So we should recognize these directions, insert either less than or greater than in between to make a true statement. But what's different, what makes this a 2-for-1, is that instead of just less than or greater than with decimals or fractions, we now are trying to find less than or greater than between a absolute value, and the other thing we're comparing is the division between 2 fractions. Okay, so we've got first to figure out what these values equal. Okay, so our first step is to figure out or evaluate, to use our official term, what each side's value is. Okay, remembering that on the left here we're looking at an absolute value. That's a mathematical operation, and here we're looking at dividing fractions. Okay. Once we know the value, then our second step will be to compare and decide if we've got less than or greater than. Okay. So with absolute value, we're seeing how far away is -2 from 0. We just take that value and make it positive. If it's a negative, we make it positive. If it's positive, we keep it positive. Oh, this should have been a try problem. Look at me go. Well, maybe I will just leave this as is and let you go from there. I've given you quite a little bit of a head start. I should watch for those tries myself. Okay, I will let you pause the video here, try it on your own, and see what you come up with. Okay, hopefully you were able to take what I gave you and make this problem very, very simple for yourself. Starts out looking complicated. You break it down into the 2 separate problems. Again, this is practice plus. We're putting several things into one problem. Then when you compare, you should end up with the fact that the absolute value of -2 is greater than the 2 fractions being divided. Okay, I'll work that out completely, the couple steps that are left there, in class. We'll see you on page 4.